be seated. Good morning, distinguished guests, Board of Trustees, Foundation Council, Associates of Idyllwild Arts, faculty, staff, and most of all, good morning, class of 2019. My name is Pamela Jordan, and I am president and head of school of Idyllwild Arts Academy. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to welcome you to the 33rd commencement exercises of Idyllwild Arts Academy. We gather today to witness the conferring of diplomas to these 87 graduates and to congratulate them on their accomplishments of the past 4 years. We know that our focus today will center on these outstanding young men and women, but I would be remiss if I did not recognize and thank our incredible teachers and staff. From the classroom to the dorm room to the dining hall, this outstanding faculty and staff have challenged the students, nurtured them, and carried them through life's ups and downs. I ask the faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized for your unwavering commitment to our students. Idyllwild Arts is a very special place, but it is not built by happenstance. When our founders, Max and B. Crone, looked out over the devastation that followed World War II, they determined that the world needed a place where people of different backgrounds and cultures would come together, and through the language of music and art, they would learn of each other's differences, aspirations, hopes, and dreams, and in doing so, they would go out and make a difference in the world. When the Crones came up this winding road in 1946, they declared that place to be Idyllwild. Each year of the Academy has its unique challenges and distinct triumphs. And this year, there were times when the school year seemed more like the sequel to Gone with the Wind than another academic year. There was a wildfire that came to the edges of our campus. Then there was what we affectionately call the St. Valentine's Day flood that caused the students to hunker down in their rooms and avoid moving throughout the campus. Through it all, this class set the example for the underclassmen as well as themselves. During school closures, students practiced longer hours and found ways to work around leaky roofs, to complete artwork for upcoming shows that were rarely postponed and never canceled. And this faculty and staff stopped at nothing to be able to continue teaching and serving these students. Some found creative ways to teach their students from a distance, while others sacrificed going home to their own families, staying overnights in Idyllwild to teach their students the following days. After the flood, ice, and snowstorms, members of the dining hall staff, the health center, custodial, and maintenance stayed overnight to ensure that they were here to serve the students throughout the night and that they were ready to serve them breakfast the first thing in the morning. To say that this has been a tough year would be an understatement, but to say that the resilience and commitment of this faculty and staff and this student body has been extraordinary would not be an overstatement. Yesterday, at the baccalaureate ceremony, this class left a sustainability manifesto as their senior gift to the school. To exemplify the tenacity of this class and to show the reach that this class will have, I'd like to read one of the opening paragraphs of the Sustainability Manifesto. Idyllwild Arts Academy faces a critical moment in terms of sustainability, both environmentally and socially. The well-being of our students, faculty, and staff is in a state of jeopardy. We will need to shift our school culture towards a sustainable lifestyle. Otherwise, the Academy will continue to suffer from the pessimism and fatalism that affects much of the wider community. We urgently need a shared set of values to provide a foundation for the well-being of our community and to inspire happiness and confidence in our students and their art. Graduates, You are Idyllwild Arts Academy, and you have set an example for all who have been impressed by you and all who will come behind you. When our founder, Max Crone, would look out over a crowd like we have here, he would often share poems to inspire and challenge those who had gathered. It is my privilege to share with you today some of the poems that Max Crone would often quote. Welcome, friend. When all the Sputniks have disintegrated into atomic dust, when all the angry and boastful words of selfish men, hungry for power over their fellow man, have sputtered into silence, when all the greed of little men for gold and things that it will buy, when all the inhumanity to man, of man to man, when all of these shall have passed into oblivion, man, if he is to survive, must always cherish two songs in his heart. From the English poet John Keats, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness. And from the poet Robert Bridges, I love all beauteous things. I speak and adore them. God hath no better praise, and man in his hasty days is honored for them. I too will something make, and joy in the making. Although tomorrow it seemed like the empty words of a dream remembered on waking. Max cautioned his early flock by saying, if you forget these things, you will have lost that spark of the divine, which sets you apart from all other living things. You are lost if you cannot say the words of Shakespeare, here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep in our ears. Soft stillness and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. So in Idyllwild we sing these songs, each in our own way. From here we carry them in our hearts, no matter where our paths may lead. And if you would sing these songs with us, then we say to you, welcome, friend.
More
Dr. Richard H. Mcneil was one of the earliest supporters of Idyllwild Arts. His philanthropy, vision, and belief in Idyllwild Arts helped to ensure that our school would become a world-renowned academy for the arts. Dr. Mcneil passed away last year, and in remembering his life, we were reminded of his genius as well as his generosity. The Richard H. Mcneil Award is granted to a senior who has excelled in the three tenets of IAA's purpose: arts, academics, and personal growth. The recipient of the 2019 Richard H. Mcneil Award is Hanna Wigglin. I wanted to bring her up to embarrass her by all the accolades. Just stay right here with me, Hanna. Hanna left her home in New Zealand to attend Idyllwild Arts 4 years ago. Where are Hanna's parents? There's the mama and the papa. They are incredibly supportive, making sacrifices, but always taking that long trip from New Zealand to see Hanna's performances, to get to know her friends and classmates, and to continue to support Hanna's dreams. Thank you for sharing your beautiful daughter with us. Hanna has an easy and warm personality and uses it to get involved and make a difference in her community. She was chosen to join the Idyllwild Arts Academy's Challenge Success Team and worked alongside fellow students, faculty, and staff, traveling to Stanford University and bringing back best practices and research-based strategies to improve student life. This work has resulted in the school embracing the research concerning adolescence and sleep, and the school's decision to start classes at IAA 30 minutes later in the fall. That's all the underclassmen who are applauding for that. Hanna has worked diligently to help our school community while always excelling in her studies. She is a prefect, which is one of the highest community service positions in our school. She is also a member of the National Honor Society, keeping her grade point average above 3.8 and participating in service projects such as planting trees after the Cranston fire and helping the Autism Awareness fundraiser. Hanna came to Idyllwild Arts Academy with little dance training, but was prepared to work hard. In fact, her dance chair, Ellen Rosa Taylor, says that Hanna never misses class, ever. Hanna's work ethic has led her to become a beautiful dancer, but always one to give back. She has also been a teacher in the Idyllwild Arts Academy's children's dance program for the past 2 years. Across the campus, she is described as a positive person with a positive attitude that reverberates throughout the community. She is a great ambassador of the school with a resilient spirit that helps her to see the upside of almost everything. Although Hanna is leaving us to attend the University of Auckland in New Zealand, her mark has been made indelibly on the Idyllwild Arts Academy community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present you the recipient of the Richard H. Mcneil Award, Miss Hanna Wigglin.
Hi everyone. I would like to start off by thanking the faculty and the foundation for honouring me with this award. Also, I want to congratulate the mums, dads, grandparents, siblings, and all of the other people out there that have gotten us to this point. My dad loves to joke that my brother and I have spent all of his money. And while I hope this isn't completely true, I know that it is definitely true that without my family, there is no way I would be standing here today. Thank you to everyone that has supported me throughout this journey and encouraged me to continue working hard and reaching for the future. When I found out I would be receiving this award and making this speech, I wanted to know more about Dr. Richard Mcneil and how he has contributed to our school. Dr. Mcneil was one of the most influential parts of the transition from a part-time art school to a full-fledged academic and arts high school. He believed in the integration of a wholesome community of students and artists. Dr. Mcneil could see how the unity of art and academics creates fully rounded people. One of the biggest lessons I've learned at Idyllwild Arts is how to be a good person. Much like Dr. Mcneil's legacy, Idyllwild has given me perspective on the world and shown me the power of kindness and appreciation. The people who are the most memorable and who have had the most impact in one's life are the kindest. Though kindness seems a small, insignificant thing compared to the large global issues that are happening today, it is the small things that can often matter the most. I will always remember the people that went out of their way to ask how I was doing on days they knew I was missing home, or just simple things, such as when someone put my clothes in the dryer when they saw my washer was finished. Along with kindness, I believe we all need to have an appreciation for our lives and the people in it. I've begun to appreciate small things every day, such as the amount of cultural diversity we have here at school, as I realise that I may not always have that luxury. I appreciate the things that other people do to help our day, even if we may not always realise or acknowledge it, such as the many dining hall or maintenance workers around campus. It is important to appreciate these things within our life because it draws focus on the present and allows you to see how privileged many of us are today, regardless of how bad we often want to grow up and go make our own futures in life. Next year, I will be returning home to New Zealand and studying health science. It was a really difficult decision for me to make, the choice between dancing or studying in the medical field, but I realised that I never have to give up my art. Dance, like my 4 years in Idyllwild, will be a part of me forever. We need to let go of the notion that there's always a right or wrong choice to make. It is not the decision we make, but what we make of our own situations. I may not be continuing to study dance as my main focus in life, but I've seen the positive impact that art can have on so many people, and I want to continue to use it in my future career. As we graduate today, we will be receiving both a high school diploma and an art certificate. However, I don't think we need to define ourselves in one category or the other. This is something I've learned in the Challenge Success Group, where we've been working to create a collaborative and wholesome community. We were able to make positive change within our community, including schedule changes for next year, and that is what I think is the power of Idyllwild. Seeing things we want to be different, then putting in the work and seeing those changes take place, whether they be big or small. I've attended graduation every year that I've been at IAA, and it is surreal to think that now we're the big kids up here about to go off into the real world. When I told my parents I'd won the Mcneil Award, my dad said to me, "I remember you telling me your first or second year that you wanted to try and get that award." And I remember at that time that even just graduating seemed so far in the distant future, let alone standing up here speaking to all of you. To everyone who is just starting out at Idyllwild or nearing the end of your own journeys here, I urge you to always remember why you came here in the first place. I know how hard it can be at times, and you may be thinking that it isn't worth it or that you just want to go home, and we've all been there. But think about the friends you've made here that have become siblings to you. Think about those random moments you have walking around campus when you look around and see the true beauty we live in every day. Personally, after my freshman year here, I was questioning whether I wanted to come back for my sophomore year. But after spending some time at my high school at home and talking to my parents, I saw the sacrifices that we were making were worth it in the long run. The amount of different experiences I have had at Idyllwild Arts are beyond what I ever could have imagined for myself in my 18 years of life, and I would not give back any of it for the world. I can only hope that for the future, my fellow graduates and I carry with us the perspective we have gained here and the creative outlooks that we can provide to the world. Here's to the Idyllwild Arts class of 2019. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day, and it's so lovely to look out at all of you. Thank you, parents, family members, for coming here today and for honoring this fabulous class of 2019. My name is Marianne Kent-Stoll. I'm the assistant head of school, and I have the honor today of presenting our valedictorian, Kayla Ann Regis. Kayla, can you come up here, please? You need to stand up here just a tad. Over the course of her studies here at Idyllwild Arts Academy, she has earned the highest cumulative grade point average. This is quite an accomplishment, as she has consistently maintained excellence in all of her arts and academic classes. It's an honor to be in the presence of Kayla because she represents the reason why I am so pleased that I personally work here at Idyllwild Arts. We are a place where arts does not need to be justified. In a world where art is often defunded and where standardized test scores hold great value, educators frequently become desperate to prove the validity of the arts. I'm sure some of you have heard of the Mozart effect on babies. That was a big trend a while back, where tiny infants were listening to Mozart with the hope that they would become intellectual geniuses. I'm sorry to say, but studies have proven that there is no evidence that proves that is true. But nevertheless, Mozart is my favorite musician and composer. So this is great because we don't have to make excuses for our creativity here. We don't have to, justify it, because we see it as equal to analytical and critical thinking. Our valedictorian, Kayla Regis, is a superb mathematician, and she is also an outstanding songwriter and performer. Kayla just completed a Calculus 2 honors class and has proven to have an aptitude, as her teacher says, for turning problems on their head. She finds easier but certainly valid paths to the solution. She is a musician and an excellent one at that, but I am not certain that the music made her smarter or that her ability in math made her a better musician. What I believe is her creativity and analytical thinking work together seamlessly, each blending together and informing the other. That is why she is successful in all of her endeavors. Her humanities teacher writes that she reads the text closely, that she values and cherishes language, that she brings intellectual sophistication to her discussion groups, all the while helping her peers with writing tips and not seeming overbearing. She is able to take criticism and feedback and instruction and to give it to others with clarity and compassion. To sum it all up, Kayla is an asset to our community. She has graced us with her humor, her intellect, talent, and empathy. Belmont University is lucky to have her. Kayla, stay open, sharp, and compassionate. I know you will go far, and we look forward to hearing your words right now.
I remember the summer before 7th grade, about a week before I started middle school. My friend Abby asked me what I was going to wear for the first day of school. I told her I didn't know. But then, as she described to me in detail her whole outfit, the peach shirt, the denim shorts, the sandals, and even the anklet that she planned to wear, I suddenly felt out of place in my loose clothes and rubber flip-flops. This was a really confusing moment for me because I never really thought too much about what I was wearing. I didn't think it mattered. In elementary school, my friends liked me because I was funny and smart and a little bit crazy. But of course, that's not how the teenage world works. And it felt like I was the only one who didn't get the memo, that the quality of my character was no longer important, but that the entirety of my social life would depend on the way that I presented myself. I was still wearing camp t-shirts and gym shorts and singing in public. But I quickly learned that my bubbly, carefree appearance would not attract friends. I didn't fit in anymore. I kept thinking to myself that with time, my old friends would realize that clothes and first impressions didn't matter, and that I was still funny and smart and a little bit crazy. They never did realize that. Instead, I eventually realized that if I wanted to fit in at McLean High School, I would have to give up a part of myself. Or I could move across the country to a small art school in the mountains. I think that if I wore a trash bag to school at Idyllwild Arts, I would get compliments for trying something new. That, in part, is what I love about this school. But let me expand on that, because this speech is about more than just my middle school wardrobe crisis. At Idyllwild Arts, we live in a community that praises students not for conforming to the cultural norm, but for using fashion to express themselves in a unique way. Our community praises students not only for their academic excellence, but also for the creative process by which they achieve it. Our community praises artists not only for their natural given talent, but also for their passion and commitment to the art. Our community praises faculty not for the credibility of their past, but for their impact on the students in the present. Our community values more than status and reputation. We praise those who demonstrate empathy. We praise those who influence their peers in a positive way. We praise those who embrace their individuality and encourage others to do the same. That is what I love about this school. So as we begin the next chapter of our lives today, I encourage you all to celebrate your accomplishments, but more importantly, to remember what this place has meant to you. Think about all of the sacrifices you made to be here. Think about the best moments and think about the worst. Think about all the times you said, "I hate this school," and all the times you thought you wanted to leave. Because we've all had those moments when we missed our families, when we really wanted to stay out past 10, when the pressure of school felt overwhelming. Think about those times and realize that they all must have been worth it, because here you are, growing up and saying goodbye. Finally, I encourage you to appreciate this school. Whether you've been here for 4 years or 1, whether you're graduating today or not, whether you're a student or faculty, appreciate this moment in this place. For me, Idyllwild Arts was the one place where I never had to be afraid to be myself. My friends here love me because I'm funny and smart and a little bit crazy, or a lot of it, and I found my own style as a bonus. I don't know what kind of person I would be if I was graduating from McLean High School today, and I'm so glad I never have to find out. I am inexplicably grateful for the 4 years I've had here. So thank you, my friends, my family, the staff and the faculty, and to the class of 2019, congratulations. You made it. We're going to be playing a song that we wrote together, and it's called Graduation Day, a little bit about our experience here.
Stay in tune, guys. So, as I'm tuning here, how's your day going? Is everyone having a nice day? Before we play the song, I just wanted to say that this song's about family. Because you guys are my family, and I love you guys. I love all you guys. And this is for you.
Talk like I used to. 4 years ago I stammered when I spoke. If I knew what I needed, I'd savor every minute more. Summer's always held my hand, while winter's left me holding up. But snow was never warmer then, and how it felt 4 years ago. Is it better not knowing who I'll be? 'Cause tomorrow's nights won't be so sweet. I'm younger than I thought I'd be. There's a time that never passed. I was graduation day was farther away. I grow
My name is Jeff Dvorak, and I am chair of the Idyllwild Arts Foundation Board of Trustees. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the Idyllwild Arts Foundation Council, I would also like to extend our welcome to family and friends and our thanks to the faculty and staff for a job well done. And finally, we'd like to extend our congratulations to the class of 2019. To the graduating class of 2019, you and your art has already impacted the lives of thousands who have had the privilege to experience it on this mountain and beyond. You are an impressive group, and we know you're just getting started, and you make us excited about the future. Congratulations on achieving this milestone. I have the honor today of introducing our commencement speaker, Jason Jackson. Mr. Jackson is an alum of Idyllwild Arts and has been recognized for over 20 years as one of the most highly esteemed trombonists in New York City. If you visit New York City, chances are you'll have an opportunity to experience Mr. Jackson's talent in person, as he is one of the busiest musicians in the city. And we were just chatting, I think he said he had 10 gigs next week. With his most recent CD, Inspiration, music critics noted Mr. Jackson has emerged not only as a trombone soloist, but also a composer and band leader of the first order. But Mr. Jackson does more than compose and perform great music. Mr. Jackson's also a jazz trombonist instructor at the Juilliard School and teaches at several other New York City area schools, helping develop a new generation of talented artists. Members of the graduating class of 2019 and ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome Mr. Jason Jackson.
It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome and congratulate you, the 2019 grads of Idyllwild Arts. Yeah. When you get older, your eyes start to go, so forgive me if I lose my place. Welcome to your village. The members of the Idyllwild Arts Foundation, its chair, Jeff Dvorak, the outstanding teaching and administrative team led by a prestigious and forward-thinking president, Pamela Jordan, our donors whose generous support provide an economic base that sustains this institution, and lastly, welcome to your parents, family, and friends, whose commitment to supporting you and your efforts to achieve excellence in your art brought you to this moment. Thank you, President Jordan, for asking me to speak. It is a tremendous honor for me. Your invitation for me to speak here today made my wife beam with pride. The only thing I think would make her happier is if I remembered to put my socks in the laundry that are on the floor. Most of you may not know who I am. I am one of you. I graduated from what was then called Idyllwild School of Music and the Arts, or ISAMATA, in 1989. On this site, students maintained a challenging and rigorous schedule of arts classes, performance, and exhibits in partnership with Elliott Pope Preparatory Academy. Students from ISAMATA rode a bus up the hill every day, took required classes in academics, and thereby fulfilled all California's high school graduation requirements. By the time your graduating class arrived, the campus had evolved into a fully accredited high school that provided students with all courses necessary to achieve a high school diploma, as well as the highly prized arts certificate only made available to them at our school. My mom, who raised me as a single parent, opened the door to Idyllwild Arts when she read an article in the LA Times about a private boarding school for music and arts in our mountains. Knowing we could not afford the tuition and aware of the racially diverse family in which we lived, she picked up the phone, dialed the school, and landed in a conversation with one of the original founders, Headmaster Bill Lohman. I was told, she said to him, I have an African-American kid who is pretty talented on the trombone. Do you have a minority scholarship? Headmaster Lohman replied, no, we don't have minority scholarships. We have music scholarships. Can he play? And in her boastfully proud way, she replied, hell yes, he can play. So they set up an audition for the following Sunday morning. I played Morceau Symphonique, and I was accepted. I had no idea at the time what an immensely formative experience I would have. Whew. It's very emotional. Yeah, okay. So I got to study with the late Ken Hanlon, who then was director of the school. No pressure, right? Looking back on it now, what an incredible opportunity it was to study with this man. He was a career educator and a professional musician whose background included membership in the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra and directorship of brass studies at UNLV. Mr. Hanlon molded me into the best trombonist he could, considering what he was working with, 15-year-old Jason. Prior to that time, I had no exposure to such superior professional level of musicians. Professor Hanlon introduced me to that world. I was awed, and he was clear the degree of focus and hours of practice it would take for me to become a professional musician. The man opened up my musical eyes to the vast and varied field of trombone study. And at all times during our lessons, his musical demands and requirements were intended to develop my trombone skills to the highest level of professionalism. At Isamata, I was exposed, as you, to college-level study in all of my subjects. From here, we are expected to take it further. Marshall Hawkins. Founder of the jazz program here at the Idyllwild Arts, had my back. He took me under his wing and gave me the training I needed to grow as a student, a jazz musician, and a basketball player. When I arrived on campus, Marshall was basketball coach at Elliott Pope. When we had an opportunity to share a conversation, it didn't take him long to throw a basketball at me and watch me move around the court. I was never really the player he pretended I was, but I worked hard. And one year, I think I held the record for the most assists in our league. Our team developed a camaraderie and respect for each other, much like I see here. We won a few games, but what grew on those basketball courts was a trust, respect, friendship, and love that continues until today. Yes, Marshall put me through the ringer, jazz ensemble, theory classes, etc. But more importantly, he treated me like I was his own son. When things got rough, he was there for me. And I have to say, it's nice to see Marshall getting his due respect now. In no small part to President Jordan's leadership. All we want to do is make him proud by practicing hard and performing our best. I could not give this address without acknowledging my late dear friend and dorm roommate, Sam Karam, class of 1991. I'm falling apart here. Okay. Sam was exceptionally talented, and he was my best friend. We were the cool jazz cats on campus, and we relished the role. I remember we would walk around campus with sunglasses on, horns in hand, serenading anyone who would listen, or more often, anyone who would not yell at us to stop playing. We would play anything from the Mozart clarinet concerto to Straight Note Chaser by Thelonious Monk. It never occurred to me that I could not become proficient in both jazz and classical disciplines of music, despite many telling me to stick to one genre, because Sam did it constantly, without any effort. And he did it well enough that he was accepted to the Juilliard School. He was my brother. I am so thankful to have had his bright spirit in my life. The rigorous academic and arts training here at the Arts Academy inspires your curiosity. Use this curiosity to make informed choices every day. The choices you make determine what tomorrow brings. How do you know what the right choice is? Well, there are some choices that seem simple on their face. 1 + 1 will always equal 2 in my mind. Life choices, though, are not always so clear. You'll want to say, bummer, it doesn't matter what I choose. There's no way of knowing. And I have to admit, there's some truth to that. In certain cases, you don't always know what the best choice is, or the right choice. You see, as artists, we are the keepers of humanity. It is our responsibility to share its beauty, love, and joy with the rest of the world. So be proud of your choices. There has never been a time when the arts were needed more. We are living in a world in which people are measured by their material gains. To that, I say, don't compromise your art for anyone. Like my mom says, reach for the stars. Even if you land on the moon, you've gone a hell of a long way. Another Idyllwild Arts Academy lesson I share often with my students is to simply slow down. It's not about quantity where art is concerned. It's about honesty. Be connected to your art in a way that is granular. The only way to achieve this is through slow and methodical practice. I remember Marshall Hawkins telling me once, it's not about how many notes you play, it's about how you play each note. An important lesson we learn here is to not be afraid to put ourselves out there. All progress involves a certain amount of risk, and do not let fear deter you. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see some of the same qualities in students now as when I attended the Idyllwild School of Music and the Arts. Here you discovered that no one can be a better you than you. You are unique. Develop your uniqueness instead of comparing yourself to others. Don't be Katie, a character in the Broadway show Mean Girls, that I happen to sub on occasionally. Katie wants to be popular like the Queen Bee Regina so badly she loses her uniqueness. In doing so, she loses her closest friend and a boy she has a crush on. This is a good lesson for us all. Base your choices on where you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and make your decisions based on that. What other people think of you does not define you and should not define you. I'm not going to sugarcoat the challenges that await you. It gets harder. And how lucky you are to be graduating from a school that has prepared you for those challenges. You will encounter colleagues whose perspectives may not have evolved as yours. Some you will like and some you won't. You will have to work with them and you will be better for it. Always remember the people who work here love you. Your parents love you. And they love you unconditionally. The world you are about to enter may not be so forgiving, but remember, those who do love you are still here in your life, supporting your transitions. This continuous journey to be the best that I can be has never been more important to me than now. Primarily because I am a father, but as a trombone professor at Juilliard School, my students challenge me constantly. They push me to stretch my understanding of life and music so that I may be able to guide them. It is my mission to share with those who come after me what I know as I charge ahead through my personal and musical life. Sharing one's gifts is how we share our humanity. Being a teacher is an essential part of being an artist. My first teacher, my mother, told me the only obstacles that could slow me down would be the ones I put in front of me. Do not spend your energy judging your self-worth. You are worthy to be you. So be the best you can be. Persevere, never give up, be hopeful, Trust yourself and always work hard towards your goals. You'll end up doing something special. It's not always the doing of it that is difficult, actually. It's staying focused, keeping the goal in mind, and not letting the noise keep you from achieving. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jason Jackson, for those meaningful words, those wonderful memories. It means a lot to the class of 2019, but to all of us who are here today. So at this time, we will confer a high school diploma and a certificate of art to each graduate. These students have fulfilled the secondary education requirements of the state of California and have completed the pre-professional arts training program in their declared disciplines. We now invite Jeanette Louise Yaron to present the music graduates.
Thank you. It is my honor to fill in for our outgoing music chair, Chris Reba, today, and I will be the incoming music chair next year. Y'all ready? Phineas Maximus Altschuler. Finn is a 2-year senior. He's very proud to have given his junior and senior recitals. He attended Berkeley and Reno Jazz Festivals. Next year, he will be attending the Berkeley College of Music, and his favorite memory is walking in the woods. Alexander Bobbin. Alex is a 3-year senior, a violin major. He was named our department outstanding senior. He was a 2018 concerto competition. He was a musica mentor and teacher. He was not a prefect. He did master classes with Moni Simeonov, Linda Wang, and Oleg Krisha. Next year, we are very proud that he is going to Lynn Conservatory on a full scholarship, including living expenses, studying with Elmar Oliveira, and his favorite memory is of the artistic freedom he had while at Idyllwild Arts. Daniela Dani Beck Ortega. I think your mom's okay if I say Mija. 3-year senior. She feels that her biggest accomplishment in Idyllwild Arts has been the amount of empathy she has gained here as a student, and she has gained much honor in her choices as well. She will be attending Berkeley College of Music, and her favorite memory is the incredible beauty of the forest, the incredible art, and the incredible human beings here. Mark Beebe. 3-year senior, and he was the winner of our Lovelace Outstanding Artist Award at Idyllwild Arts. Good job, music department. And he was also the winner of the 2019 California Spotlight Award for Jazz. He was the winner of Young Arts. He has been to the Berkeley and Reno Jazz Festivals and done very well at those. He will be attending the Conservatory of Amsterdam, and his favorite memory is all the time he spent in the woods learning about himself and about life. Dylan Bowe. Dylan is a 2-year senior, and he recently won the Sam Karam Jazz Award, named for our guest speaker's roommate, so well done, you. And he attended the Reno Jazz Festivals and will be attending Moore Park College, and I know that he has enjoyed his time with his good friends here. Dylan. Maggie Boyd. 1-year senior and trombone major, and now a professional alpenhornist. She attended the Berkeley and Reno Jazz Festivals. She was a recipient of the Seahawk Award for Jazz. Next year, she will be attending the Frost School of Music at the University of Miami for music education. For her favorite memories are going to Marshall's classes and playing with the other jazz students. It reminded her of why she started doing music in the first place and helped her decide what to do with her future. Ishi Doreen Dai, 4-year senior and classical voice major. She participated in the Spotlight competition, and she will be attending Berklee College of Music next fall, and her favorite memory is having friends and never putting down her cell phone. Love you, Doreen. Elin Kevin Du. Kevin is a 3-year senior classical piano major, and he was the winner of the Steinway Society competition. He attended the MTNA competition as well. Next year, he will be attending the College Conservatory of Music at the University of Cincinnati for piano performance on a very handsome scholarship. And his favorite memory is making real friends and developing artistically. Michael Gadban. Michael is a 3-year senior, and he participated in songwriting and the film programs. After graduation, he will be making his first album and going on tour with none other than Alice Cooper and attending CalArts in the fall. His favorite memory is finding out what kind of man he wanted to be through his peers and music. Joshua Gray. Josh is a 2-year senior, and he was voted Most Outgoing Prefect Award for Small Dorms for Reno Jazz Festival 18 and 19. He participated in songwriting concerts both years, acted in a music video in the film department, and participated in a film and VA intermaster project with Michael Daniewski. He is also a recipient of our Seahawk Award. We'll be attending the University of the Nations in Kona, Hawaii, where he will begin with a 6-month discipleship training program before his first semester. His favorite memories are bonding with respective friend groups as they prepared for the end of the year together, bursting into the computer lab at the end of his junior year finals and yelling, "I just finished my last final and I'm a senior, woo!" Well done, Josh. Boyang Leonard Kang. Boyang is a 4-year senior. He's a classical bass major, and he will be attending Peabody Institute next year. And his favorite memory, you have a dark sense of humor, watching out of his dorm window as students and teachers slipped and fell in the snow. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you. Enjoy the snow in Maryland. Jungyeon Lauren Lee. Lauren's a 3-year violin major. She participated in Todd and Musica, and she participated in the Fish-Off Chamber competition. She performed in numerous Yucaipa outreach concerts. She will be attending the prestigious Eastman School of Music, and her favorite memories are swinging by Megan and Harry's classrooms just to hang out, orchestra rehearsals, performing with her piano partner Anna Liu, and most importantly, the honor of working with her teacher, Todor Pelov. Ashley Leung. Ashley is a 4-year senior violin major, and she won an all-summer internship grant in 2017 and 2018. She was an AEL strategic partnership grant for her project, Who We Are and What We Stand For. Environmental club correspondent, participated in Arts and Society and Musica, Skype teaching and mentoring, participated in the Smarts program at Idyllwild Elementary, and she was also a brave and willing prefect for the Mcneil Upper Class Boys Dorm this year. Thank you. She will be attending University of Rochester for psychology, economics, and music, and her favorite memory is running back to the dorms 5 minutes before curfew and hiking up to the point to see the sunset. Axel Leiden. Axel is a 2-year senior. He's a bassoon major who joined us from Sweden. Outstanding Scholar Award in his junior year. He won also the George Pratt Memorial Scholarship Award, World Languages Scholar, gold medal in the Le Grand Concours, did I say that right? Yay! National French Competition, winner of the 2018 Concerto Competition, National Honor Society member, prefect, AEL grant recipient, and summer program inter, and I believe the snarkiest sense of humor on campus. He will be attending the Royal College of Music in London on a full scholarship. His favorite memory is performing as a soloist on his Villalobos with the Idyllwild Arts Orchestra in November of 2018. Kalin! Kal is a 3-year classical piano major and my student. He participated in many concerts, and he gave 2 recitals, his junior and senior recital. He also participated in master classes with numerous guest artists here. Next year, he will be attending the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland on an amazing scholarship he received. And his favorite memory was the exact moment he finished his phenomenal senior recital. Muyu, Anna, Liu. Anna is a 3-year senior, classical piano major. She won honorable mention at the MTNA competition. She performed several times in the Ukaipa Outreach concerts, and she was invited to the final round of the Fischoff Concerto competition. She was also named our department outstanding musician. Next year, she will be attending the Cleveland Institute of Music, studying with Antonio Pampabaldi, and her favorite memory, all of her friends who collaborated and performed with her and supported her, working with her chamber group last year, and how they helped her grow as a musician, performing in Ukaipa and in Loman, has been her favorite memory. Kalin Perkins. Kalin is a 4-year senior and decided at some point that he was going to be not only a songwriting major, but also a jazz drum major, which is amazing. He won the Richard P. Wilson Award last year. He won Best Actor in a Film. He won Best Film Score. He's performed numerous Berkeley and Reno jazz festivals, and he's winner of this year's Special Recognition Award in Music. He'll be taking a gap year next year and moving to Los Angeles to write, record, and tour. And his favorite memories are all of the recordings he has made here. Brian Ping. Brian Ping is a 1-year senior, and he performed in several Ukaipa Outreach concerts. He also performed at the Neighborhood Music School, and he represented Idyllwild Arts at Westview High School and the San Diego Youth Symphony. He'll be attending the College of Fine Arts at Boston University and working with the Boston University Opera Orchestra, also on a full scholarship. His favorite memory was the first orchestra concert of this year, performing Tchaikovsky 5 and making such close friends that he hopes to have connections with in the future. Anastasia Preston. Anastasia is a 3-year senior, classical bass major. She will be attending the Herb Alpert School of Music at UCLA to major in bass performance and possibly minor in audio engineering. Her favorite memory is playing in the orchestra and chamber groups and looking at squirrels. Kayla Regas. Kayla, as you know, is this year's valedictorian. Again, great job, music department. She will be attending Belmont University in Tennessee, and her favorite memory is getting stuck in an elevator at grad night. And I was wondering when this was because why weren't we chaperones told anything about this? Congratulations, Kayla. Giordano Scarano. Giordano is a 1-year senior, and he was named our senior class scholar and has an unbeatable sense of humor. He was the soloist at the Coachella Valley Symphony Orchestra as the winner of the Coachella Valley Music Competition. He gave a fantastic senior recital, and he performed with the orchestra, and he performed in the music department showcase with his piano trio with Brian and Anna. He will be attending the Aspen Music Festival this summer, and then studying at the Eastman School of Music in the fall, and his favorite memory is the refreshing, breathtaking hikes around the mountains during intermester. Congratulations. Dmitry Tabala. Dmitry is a 4-year senior and has grown so much since his freshman year, literally. 3-time music department showcase performer, and he taught and mentored in the Musica program, performed in Beverly Hills as well. In the fall, he'll be attending California Lutheran University and plans to continue participating in competitions, starting his own business, and bringing his parents to the U.S. His favorite memory, it's his favorite memory, mind you, it's arguing with his teachers, practicing in Lomond in the evenings, and spending time with his friends. Congratulations. Junnan Eric Wang. Eric is a 4-year senior classical violin major. He played Maria Newman's piece on the Idyllwild Octet for the 70th anniversary gala. He auditioned for NPR's From the Top. He's played for officials and dignitaries in Sunnylands, California, and was a concerto competition winner and performed Ravel's Sigan with the orchestra as a soloist. In the fall, he'll be attending Eastman School of Music, where he will study with Oleg Krisha, and he plans to audition for a professional orchestra someday. His favorite memory is hanging out with girlfriend Christy Liu in the Hush Common Room. But I wonder why, because we have all these beautiful woods instead. It was just a common room. Congratulations, Eric. Alexis Warnock. Lexi's a 2-year senior and songwriting major, and she's a member of the National Honor Society, Environmental Club, and Art and Society. She gave an ID talk just last week as part of Arts and Society. She will be attending USC's Thornton School of Music. Fight on! Okay. Her favorite memory, being with her best friends through all of her time here, being in Derek Ortega's creative writing class and doing original poetry that didn't make sense, singing and exposing deepest secrets and feelings in the songwriting concerts, and sitting outside on sunny days and writing songs with others. Sydney I. Welter. 3-year senior, president of the GSA, won a medal with the jazz combo at the Reno Jazz Festival, and will be attending UWE Bristol in the UK for forensic science. Favorite memory is the game design class with Pedro Silva, one of our new math and science gurus. Congratulations. Gabrielle Whitman. Gabrielle is a 3-year senior, and she is the member of National Honor Society, prefect, member of the Book Club and Environmental Club. And as a violinist, she will be attending the Eastman School of Music. Her favorite memory, dance parties with her friends outside of Lomond, laying on Hushfield and watching the stars, orchestra concerts, and the day of the flood that was mentioned, when they weren't allowed to go outside, and she and her friends hung out and played cards in the common room all morning. San Olivia Shu. Olivia is a 3-year senior classical flute major. She played in the orchestra and chamber groups, and she attended numerous master classes and played for the theater department's production of A Chorus Line. In the fall, she'll be attending the Manhattan School of Music. And her favorite memory, she loves the music department and enjoyed working with every member of the department. There are so many moments that are unforgettable and precious to her. And finally, Jiangxi. Jiangxi is a 3-year senior, and he switched from songwriting to jazz piano. He received the Berkeley Rock Workshop full scholarship, won the Reno Jazz Festival Award for Outstanding Musician, and he will be attending Berklee College of Music on the Wang Liham full scholarship in the fall. favorite memory, creating and recording music in the Troy 12 studio. Congratulations, Junshi. Congratulations, music department.
I just had to adjust my pants because they're kind of up my leg a little bit. I got these elasticated pants that I didn't really understand until yesterday. They have a sort of technical problem. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is a beautiful day and a very emotional one for me as we celebrate the graduates and specifically the VA graduates. I would like the VA faculty to stand up and receive the graduates as they come across the stage, please. Okay, first up, Leah Branneman. Quiet, intelligent, technically brilliant. You amazed us with that last painting of your friend Becky. Leah will be attending UC San Diego. Congratulations. Elisa Ganota, spirited, self-motivated. She had a breakthrough senior show. Save the world, Elisa. If anyone can, it's you. Lisa is going to Parsons New School. Marie Gerard. Marie has a big heart, is passionate, independent, clear about her ideas, and has grown in confidence during her time at Idyllwild Arts. She will be attending the Center for Architecture and Design in Belgium. Abigail Havenson. Enthusiastic, willing, earnest, holds the record for asking the most questions in a single year. Love you too. Abigail will, excuse me. Oh yeah, she'll be attending the School of Visual Arts in New York. Helly Chloe Trang. We'll miss your bubbly, mischievous personality. She had one of the best defenses of her senior show and was the undisputed queen of attendance. She's on her way to Parsons. U Young, Garfield Young. Funny, humble, respectful, incredibly moving senior show. Used every moment of his time here, including baseball with Han and Yu-Gi-Oh. He received the Best Painting Award, and he will be attending Rhode Island School of Design. Soo-Yeon Soo Kim. 4-year senior, transformed herself through her art during her time here. Adorable, great spirit and determination, always eager to help. Thank you so much. She's off to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. They're lucky. All right. Yu Kyung Jin Koo, self-confident, created a hair fashion trend, unforgettable contour drawings. She will also be attending the School of Visual Arts, New York. Enjoy. Kwon Soo Alex Lee, 4-year senior, loves to push boundaries, learn the power of humility and empathy through his last set of incredible insect drawings. And that's why he received the Drawing Award. He'll be going to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. you ja, you ja, you ja, you ja, you ja, you ja. Four-year senior, a massive talent, present, brave, big heart, best VA senior. Her quiet fortitude and genuine heart has affected many of the younger students. She'll be joining her great friend Garfield at Rhode Island School of Design. Congratulations, Yuja. Yumin Coco Lee, four-year senior, movie star. We saw big changes during this last semester. Well done, Coco. She'll be attending California College of the Arts. Congratulations. Yixing Lin Ling. Lin is a free spirit with a unique spatial awareness and sense of color. She will be attending the School of Visual Arts, New York. Congratulations. Wen Chao Kevin Mo. Kevin is cool with a wry sense of humor. He has opened up creatively and socially since during his time here. He has flourished at the School of Visual Arts, New York. Congratulations, Kevin. Roxy Moore, smart and perceptive. Her personal conviction came through in her senior show. She will be challenged in a positive way at Bard College. Congratulations, Roxy. Shin-Yi Lin Chin. Four-year senior, sweet and thoughtful, sensitive and brave. The School of the Art Institute of Chicago is lucky to get you. Dear Rose Reiner, conscientious, gracious, deep sense of social responsibility. She has been the unifier of the senior class. Thank you, Rose. Rose will be attending Bard College. Olya Shalimova, naturally curious, sincere, and open. She'll attend Art Center Pasadena. Please come and see us when you can. Senna Topko. Courageous, outspoken, emphatic. Don't lose any of that as you attend the University of Applied Science in Europe. Correct, yeah. Ire Rita Wang. Yeah. Great storyteller through her art, playful, amazing work ethic, respected by her peers and teachers. Rita, you are definitely ready for Rhode Island School of Design.
Yeah, Rita!
Becky Waffles. Famous for her all-weather resilience, which is not surprising, hailing from Alaska. She is sensitive and courageous. SUNY Purchase beckons you, and may your life go well. Xin-Yi Cindy Wu, diligent, mature, soft-spoken, and a deep thinker. She'll be attending Central St. Martin's, London, the coolest city in the world. I'm jealous. Shi Yao Tom Chow. Tom is a thinker. His sculpture for his senior show was a personal breakthrough. Hold that as a standard as you attend Central St. Martin's, London. Congratulations. And last but not least, Shilong Tim Trang. 4-year senior, self-motivated, conscientious, independent, great rapper. We'll miss your singing, Tim, but the School of the Art Institute of Chicago gets to enjoy it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Abby Bosworth. I'm chair of the Interarts and Fashion Department. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all our seniors. It's been a wild ride this year, and I will miss you. First up, Dante Bonaduce. During his time here, as a one-year senior, Dante has made many friends. He's been a kind presence on campus, gentle person. He will be going to live in Thailand with elephants next year. Wan Chen Chow. Adam took time out of the fashion studio this year to be involved in a film documentary. He's a 3-year senior and has worked diligently for all 3 years and has made beautiful garments. Thank you, Adam. Jake Goldberg. 3-year senior, 1 year with me. He will be going to San Diego State to study music and sound design. We will miss him. Congratulations. Leo Untien. Augie. A great friend to his classmates, will always help everyone else out with all his projects. He is taking a gap year to study sustainability in fashion. Congratulations, Augie. Isabella Stagliano, the winner of our Outstanding Artist Award in Interarts and Fashion this year. She will be going to Otis College of Arts and Design to study fashion design with an emphasis in costume design. We will miss you. 3-year senior. Pei-Chi Yang. 3-year senior. Some in film, some with us. National Honor Society. Very popular. Very strong artistic vision. She will be going to the University of the Arts London to Central St. Martin's. Congratulations. We'll miss you. Ruochi Zen. She is the winner of the Interarts Spirit Award this year. She is fiery and very determined and very hardworking. She will be going to Parsons School of Design in New York to study fashion, marketing, and communication. Congratulations. Last but not least, Angel Zhang. She is a 3-year senior who has amazed us all with her avant-garde designs, some strategic placement of furriness. She will be going to the University of the Arts London to the London College of Fashion. Congratulations.
Hello and welcome. Can I have the film department please stand up? Thank you. I'm Shelley Short. All right, so let's get this party started, guys. Theo Droz. So Theo is a one-year senior who enjoys filmmaking and music. He has made many friends and will miss the long days working with them on film and music projects. He plans to return to Sweden to continue his education in music. Adrian. So Adrian is a two-year senior who shows a great passion for producing. This year, she won Best Non-Narrative Picture for her film Look for Me Through Jupiter's Eye. She will miss working alongside her friends in the film department. Adrian will be attending Santa Monica College this fall. Joseph Lilovich. Joseph is a three-year senior who is loved by his peers, as you can tell. He has a good sense of humor and has directed two very successful comedies, which are very hard to do, while attending Idyllwild Arts. This year, he was the recipient of Best Director. I'm super proud of that. For his film Offside, he will be attending some college in the U.S. We don't know yet. Life is like a Mobius. All right, Ruyon Rio Liu. Rio is a three-year senior who has a passion for writing and directing. This year, she was nominated for Best Screenplay and won Best Narrative Film for her beautiful film, I Miss You So Bad. Rio is headed to college in Hong Kong this fall. She will miss her friends, teachers, and the fresh air here at Idyllwild. Nicole Nikki Taro. This year's Outstanding Filmmaker and Best Filmmaker awards went to Nicole for her leadership within the film department. As a three-year senior, she has directed several beautiful films and produced a feature as a high schooler. Nikki will be attending Santa Monica College in the fall, and life is like a Mobius. All right, and last but not least, Vicky Wong. Vicky is a two-year senior who loves filmmaking. He was nominated for several awards this year, including Best Sound Design. His film Game Over had several technical lighting ideas and sound development that made it successful. Vicky will be attending Syracuse? Santa Barbara. He wasn't decided yet. In the fall.
My name's Ellen Rosa Taylor, and I will be presenting the dance graduates. Daeyoung Sally Kim. Daeyoung is a three-year senior from Korea. She is this year's outstanding dancer and has performed the roles of Firebird in The Firebird, Titania in Midsummer's Night Dream, and the Pas de Girl in Les Sylphides. This year, Daeyoung had the opportunity to learn and perform the war solo in Jose Limon's masterwork, There Is a Time. Daeyoung was also a top 12 finalist in the contemporary competition of the Youth American Grand Prix for the 2018 and 2019 semifinals. Next year, she will attend Code Arts in Rotterdam on a dance scholarship. Congratulations. Hanna Wigglin. Hanna is a four-year senior from New Zealand. Hanna is a prefect and this year's Mcneil recipient. Hanna is also a member of the National Honor Society and Challenge Success. Recently, she represented Idyllwild Arts at the Pasadena Dance Festival, and this spring she performed the role of one of the lovers in the ballet A Midsummer's Night Dream. Hanna was also a lead teacher in the Idyllwild Arts Children's Dance Program, where she taught 3- and 4-year-olds ballet every Saturday morning. Next year, Hanna will attend college in New Zealand to major in health science. Chenshi Charlene Wang. Chenshi is a 2-year senior from Taiwan. She's a member of National Honor Society and is this year's Belle Lewitsky Award winner. Chenshi is a talented choreographer, and her piece made it to the semifinals for the Standing on the Edge choreography competition in Pasadena. Charlene was also awarded an AEL grant to produce her own dance production. Her choreography was interesting and sophisticated, and her musical choices were thoughtful and provoking. Next year, Charlene will attend UC Berkeley to double major in dance and biology.
My name is Bonnie Carpenter, and I'll be presenting the theater graduates. Hey guys, it's okay, we got this. Yeah. Geronimo Angel Gutierrez. This kind-hearted and dedicated artist from Colombia has dazzled Idyllwild Arts for 4 years, both on stage and off. Whether as a prefect, an all-school DJ, a smarts artist, or a delightfully grumpy toad, we will miss his smiles and enthusiastic spirit. Geronimo will be attending NYU Tisch School for the Arts. Laura Campos. I was delighted to work with Laura during her first show here in our adaptation of The House of Bernarda Alba. Since then, she has expanded her range and deeply explored physical storytelling. Thanks to her, I will always remember the phrase, ravioli travioli. Laura will be studying at Santa Monica Community College next fall. Josephine Valentina Clark. Josie's quiet and coy look can be deceiving, as inside she is a fireball of talent and ideas. Josie has explored language, art, and ideas by digging deeply into work and questioning her artistic process. Seen as Martirio in The House of Bernarda Alba, as well as memorable as Belize in The Learned Ladies, her performances captivated audiences. Josie will work and study in Los Angeles next fall. Raina Rose Duncan. Raina's sweet smile and bubbly personality will be missed both on stage and off. Whether corralling castmates as a stage manager or playing the role of Judy in a chorus line, Raina approached her time at IAA with professionalism and a positive attitude. Luckily, she will not be going too far as she is attending UC San Diego and hopes to start directing and creating her own work. Narushi Fukura. 5 years ago, Narushi arrived as an inner arts major and quickly discovered his love for theater. In his time here, he's accumulated far too many credits to list, but his passion for the arts is what will stand out. Narushi will be attending Fordham University in New York for theater directing and hopes to continue translating musicals as one of the ways to connect American and Japanese theater industries. There's so much more he wants to do. Valentina Garang Navarro. This feisty and outspoken young woman will go on to do big things. At Idyllwild Art, she's explored many new interests and developed her creative voice. She is going on to pursue a BFA in Dramatic Arts at the New School in New York City. Rylan Hardy. Rylan is a four-year student from Idyllwild, whom I have known since he was much shorter. A design and production student, his work has been seen in many theater productions without others even knowing it. His sweet, quiet nature made him a caring force of the senior class. He will be moving to Redding, California tomorrow, yes, to attend Shasta College and live with his dad, sister, and her fiancé. We wish him all the best. Nicholas Shahara Mammon. While Nicholas was only with us for 1 year, he has made his mark. As the grandfather in You Can't Take It With You, or the 7-foot-tall MC in Learned Ladies, Nicholas has brought a mature and well-reasoned voice to our department. I am so glad to have had this time with him and wish him many, many good things as he heads to New York to attend NYU in the fall. Jingjuan Jennifer Wren. Sweet, smiling Jennifer has blossomed at Idyllwild Arts. She explored many new creative avenues in her time here and worked to create a memorable scenario for the Holiday Winter Showcase and a simply delightful commedia clown named Tutu. Jen is headed east also to attend NYU Tisch. Jordan Rucker. Jordan has developed into a true triple threat since joining Idyllwild Arts. A native of Atlanta, he brings his passion and curiosity to the studios every day. His willingness to explore both his artistic talent and his personal beliefs has allowed him to accomplish great things here at Idyllwild. Jordan is headed to the University of Southern California. Joshua Schwartz. Josh's solid Midwestern sensibility allowed him to dig in and work and take root here in Idyllwild. He gravitated to new works and derived content for plays such as Hint, and Off the Grid, while still excelling in traditional pieces like A Chorus Line and Frog and Toad. Josh will be studying musical theater at DeSales University in the fall. Jihong Su. Jihong has grown and matured in his 4 years at Idyllwild. Having worked with Billy throughout his time, I can attest to his accomplishments since those first days as freshman. He has grown into a sophisticated fashionista who is willing to take risks and explore new things. His roles as Snail and Mrs. Benedict in will not soon be forgotten. Billy will study in Los Angeles at Loyola Marymount. Amanda W. Sutton. Hailing from the local desert community, we know she won't be far away. Amanda would like to thank her family and friends who are here to support her, and without them, she would not be able to graduate from such an amazing school. Amanda will be attending the New York Film Academy Los Angeles campus to pursue a BFA in acting for film. Oh no. Olivia Haley Young. This 2-year musical theater student has also discovered her love of fashion and costume design at Idyllwild Arts. On stage, she'll be remembered for the role of Diana in A Chorus Line, Armand in Learned Ladies, or Morticia in the musical theater Cabaret. Olivia will be taking her talents to the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in the fall, and she would like to thank her family for their support.
All right, last but not least, let's get these creative writers graduated. Delaney Burke. Delaney is a four-year senior from San Luis Obispo, California. She is our sci-fi queen, a TV writing extraordinaire, a prefect, and an all-around wonderful example to our younger students. She's proudest of her work and growth as editor-in-chief of Parallax Literary Journal. She's going to study creative writing at Arts University, Bournemouth in England in the fall. Cheon Allen Lee. Allen is a two-year senior from South Korea. He served for 2 years as nonfiction editor of Parallax and generally wowed us with his nonfiction writing, among other areas. He is proudest of his growth in poetry writing and of his investigative and immersive nonfiction writing. He plans to attend NYU in the fall and study political science, journalism, and English. Callista Page Punati. Callista is a four-year senior from Orange County, California. She has served as fiction editor, dramatic writing editor, and nonfiction editor of Parallax during her time here. She is proudest of being recognized in the Bennington Young Writers Awards and the Faulkner Wisdom Short Story Competition, and of writing a 200-page draft of a novel. She plans to enter the workforce and begin her career in the arts. And finally, Gabriella Nicholas Waxford Munoz. She is a two-year senior, originally from San Jose, Costa Rica, and is this year's outstanding creative writer, in addition to being an excellent student of the sciences, an NHS member, and an all-around excellent community member. She is proudest of the plays she wrote here, her concrete poems, and her growth in creative nonfiction writing. She plans to study genetics at Macalester College. Thank you, and congrats to our graduates.
Okay, graduates, no more speeches. We have come to the end of the 2019 commencement exercises of Idyllwild Arts Academy. Thank you all for being with us and for witnessing the accomplishments of these outstanding young men and women. In honor of our graduates, we invite you to join us for a luncheon just at Stevens Recital Hall immediately following this ceremony. And now, graduates, will you please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2019 graduates of Idyllwild Arts Academy.